Hello Year 3, it's Miss Callaghan with your literacy lesson on Tuesday the 26th of January. First thing you need to do, as always, is write the date and your learning objective in your literacy book. Today's learning objective is to create a 3D plant model. Moving on to our starter task for today. Yesterday we were talking about simple sentences containing subject and a verb. So we've got a simple sentence at the bottom, Lauren ate vegetables. What is the subject in that sentence and what is the verb? Have a think now. Lauren is the subject, a noun, and ate is the verb. What about this one? Can you try it in your book? Amir did his homework. I want you to circle the subject and underline the verb. So in your book you should have Amir as the subject, did is the verb. He did his homework. And we spoke yesterday about how simple sentences, or their other name, main and independent clauses, both make sense on their own, or we can join them together using a coordinating conjunction. Today I want you to apply that knowledge. So what coordinating conjunction could we use to join "It was time for maths" and "My pencil broke"? Using one of these at the top, but there are 7 coordinating conjunctions: for and no, but, or, yet, and so. Try and write these 2 main clauses and join them into a compound sentence. You might be able to find one, you might be able to find more than one, but is there one that fits best? Are there some coordinating conjunctions that are easier to use than others? I think no is really hard to use in a sentence. Have a try at writing a compound sentence in your books. Press pause to do this and then press play when you're ready to move on to the next example. The next one I would like you to do is another compound sentence. This time you have Luke had lots of friends as one main clause and was a friendly boy as another main clause. Use one of the coordinating conjunctions to join these sentences. Again, you might find more than one, but choose the one that fits best. Finally, your third compound sentence that I would like you to write involves Sally practiced her spellings, one of these conjunctions, and she got full marks in the test. You should now have 3 compound sentences written in your literacy book. To challenge yourself, could you add a coordinating conjunction and create a main clause to turn this into a compound sentence? So your first clause is "My bed was very comfortable." Then you need to use one of the coordinating conjunctions and think of your own second independent clause. And there's another example here for you to try after. I love to eat chocolate. For and no, but, or, yet, so. And come up with a second simple sentence to add on and create a compound sentence. Pause the video while you finish this and then press play when you're ready to continue with the lesson. We are continuing with our new outcome today, where we're creating a pop-up book about the different parts and functions of plants. Remember, it's really important, especially during this week in your Immerse and Research week, that you come up with some really good information and some good creative ideas, because we want it to be really exciting when the other children see it on their blog. Again, here is the examples of pop-up books on plants that we looked at yesterday. You can see the bright, colourful pictures, how when you open the page, the models pop out and really capture the reader's attention. Quick task here. We need to try and match the plant part and the function. So we've got the plant parts down this side and the functions on the other, and we need to draw some arrows to connect the part and the function. So for leaves, do these anchor the plant into the ground and absorb water and nutrients from the soil? I don't think so, because leaves aren't in the soil, are they? Does it hold the plant up? Carries water and nutrients from the soil to the leaves? Again, I don't think that's the right choice. Do they make food for the plant using sunlight and carbon dioxide? Yes, they do. So that one joins two leaves. What about the stem? Which of these? I hope you're all shouting at your screens telling me. The stem would be this one, because it holds the plant up and it carries water and nutrients from the roots through to the leaves, which leaves flower and roots left. We know that roots anchor the plant into the ground and they absorb the water and the nutrients from the soil. So finally, the flower must be, they make seeds to grow into new plants. Their petals attract pollinators to the plants. And we know that flowers attract bees and insects to carry pollen between the plants. Well done if you got those right. So what does a plant need to grow? This is something that we're going to write about in our introduction, so it's really important we learn about it now. You might already have covered it in your science lessons. There are 5 main things that a plant needs to grow. Water, light, so sunlight, food and nutrients from the soil, air, which leaves use for photosynthesis, and room to grow. If a plant was really squashed, it wouldn't be able to grow properly. And different plants need different amounts of these. For example, cacti, which is a type of plant, can survive in areas with little water. They don't need much water to survive. They tend to be in hot places like the desert. Whereas water lilies, another type of plant, live in water. A key word from that was nutrients. And these are the substances that are needed by living things to grow and survive. This was your word-aware word from yesterday, but I will put it on the blog if we're unsure of that, so we remember it. Plants get nutrients from the soil, but they also make their own food and nutrients from their leaves using sunlight and carbon dioxide. In your books, I want you to write 5 bullet points of the 5 things that a plant needs to grow. Remember, these are water, light, food and nutrients, air, and room to grow. Pause the video while you do this and then press play to continue when you're ready. Today's main task is to transform your drawing from yesterday into a 3D model. This could be using things around your house, You could use some paper to make it try and pop out of the page. I'm going to give you a couple of ideas now. The first one, someone has used an egg carton. They've cut it up and created a plant from it. Is that something you could do in your house? You could also use any other type of things that you might be throwing away. You could use food boxes or empty juice cartons. Just make sure that your parents are okay with you using it. Another idea that you could do is something simple like this. So you could colour some pieces of paper and use them to create a stand-up model. Or if you have things like this around your house, this person's used little cups. I think it looks like they've used some string for the roots, pipe cleaner or straw for a stem, and some paper that they've coloured in for the flower. Or finally, you could use your picture that you drew yesterday, create a copy of that, and then create some pop-up parts. So the flowers here stand up a little bit. Try to make them as bright and vibrant as you can. And then send us a picture of your completed model so that we can share them with the rest of your class. When you have finished your model, your Chilli Challenges are all about compound sentences and using conjunctions. For the mild challenge, you need to spot the coordinating conjunctions and underline them. Your hot challenge, you need to choose a suitable conjunction and rewrite the compound sentence in your book. And the spicy challenge, you need to find the coordinating conjunctions that have been used in the text and then write 3 compound sentences containing conjunctions. Remember to do these tasks in your literacy book so that your teachers can look over them when you bring your work back on Friday. Well done everyone! We hope you create some amazing models and work really hard on your compound sentence challenges. Bye, see you all tomorrow.